Hi, this is James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to talk about Gran Reservas from España, from specifically Rioja. I'm fantastically, absolutely fascinated by this because I don't know of another classification system in the world that does this. Now, I will also say that the Gran Reserva system is also shared with, or the classification system in general is shared with Ribera de Duero. So in Spain, you're going to find that this is the Gran Reserva, Reserva Crianza, and the joven, and sometimes it's called out as cosecha, which just means vintage. So basically here we have two great examples. We have this wine that is the Bodegas Montecillo. It's a 2003. Now, remarkable about this is a latest release. I think that's fantastically, amazingly interesting. Now, here you see that this is the certification that is earned. It's Gran Reserva, the blue certification stamp. Now, I will show you one that's older. This is a Bodegas Muga, and this is a Prado Enea. Now you'll see on this wine 1996, and it's a different colored label. So you see Gran Reserva is called out here on the bottom where it says Rioja. So I'll show you both so you see them side by side. I actually like the blue one a little bit better because it's just a little more pronounced. You can see that it's a little crisper. And it's something you can definitely point out and say, this is Gran Reserva. And the bands change depending if it's a Reserva, Gran Reserva, Crianza wine, etc. Now, there are minimum requirements on these wines, and again, when I think of that there is no other classification system in the world that has a Gran Reserva quality standard, that is, sir, other wineries in the world can age your wines maybe for the same period, but there's no certification that's saying that they do so. I'm not saying that they're not accurate or they're not telling the truth. It's just this is part of the Consejo Regalador. And that is something that's just just one of the interesting facts of this wine region. Now you also have 5 years of aging minimum. You have 18 months in oak, which is required, as well as 36 months in the bottle. Now the Gran Reserva whites require 4 years in the bottle and at least 6 months of aging. Now when you think about that, you think, well, first of all, that's a capacity of the grapes to age for that period of time. So we're talking about red Rioja here. So these are wines that are made and composed mainly of the Tempranillo, Garnacha, Graciano, and Mascuero. And so they have that capacity to age well. On top of the fact that having the discipline to hold back. Of course, it's built into your business model that you have to hold back these wines as it's regulated. You can't just put that on your label. And I think that really is just talking about discipline of the bodegas who've gotten used to doing that. And also just is such a wonderful thing to think about. First of all, I'm drinking a 2003 here when I open this bottle up. And I'm thinking about where I was. What was I doing? And I'm also drinking a bit of Rioja at that point. Now, to balance this out, I'm going to do another video on Gran Reservas and, for Ribera de Duero, because I'm sure that was the obvious question to many people out there. For me, it's one way just to have a specific video on a specific topic, because that's how I find people are searching for information about wine, and it's something that I enjoy talking about. So again, each of these are going to have their own videos. So for more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.